How's it going, guys? This week I'm making this finishing holder rack, I guess you could call it. And basically it holds about 15 of these 1-quart paint cans, 16 of these 1-pint paint cans, and about 16 spray paint cans as well. Now if you double up the spray paint cans, you can actually get about 32. And if you double up these, they're hanging off a little bit, but you could also get 32 as well. But all in all, it can hold a lot, and it's all held up by one French cleat, and then I have a spacer at the bottom so it's not rocking back and forth. Now if you guys want to make this, I have a 3D model of this that you can download in the description for free. And one more thing before we get started. After I built this, I went online, I was trying to figure out ways to name this, and I saw that J-Bates had a very similar one. And in all honesty, I wasn't trying to copy or anything, so please go check out his video of this. And he has one that's pretty much the same exact thing as mine. And I know I made mine afterwards, but when I designed it, I thought I was just designing it out of my head, because a 2-foot by 4-foot sheet was just kind of the idea, and I thought like 3 of these, 2 of those, and about 2 of those. That's just how everything fit out. So in all honesty, I wasn't trying to copy his at all. But in order to be fair, I know he has a very similar one. So please go check out his version. I'll have the link to his at the very top of this description. And let's go ahead and get started. For this project, I'm going to be using some 3/4 inch plywood, and I have 2 sheets that are 2 feet by 4 feet long, and that's all you really need. Now if you want the back of it to not show the wall, you can go ahead and pick up an extra piece, and this is just a 1/4 inch piece of plywood, and this is basically going to hide the back of the wall when you go ahead and hang it up. Now I want to see wood on the back of it when I hang mine up, so that's what I'm going to do. But if you don't really care, then you can save about 10 bucks and just go with the 2 sheets of 3/4 inch. So the first thing you're going to need to do is take your 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood, and you need to rip a total of 6 pieces that are 5 inches wide. And I can get 4 on one board, 2 on my other one, and right now we don't really need to worry about the length, we just need to worry about the width. So I'll set my fence to 5 inches, and I can go ahead and chop these up. So now that I have 6 of these cut into 5-inch widths, I need to go ahead and take 2 of them, cut them into 46.5 inch lengths, take another 2, cut those down to 24 inches, and then I need to take 6 of them and cut those to 22.5 inches, and this will be enough to do all those cuts. So now I'm down to my last 6 cuts, and these are all at 22.5 inches. So instead of measuring and getting them all a little bit off, I can get them perfect by just setting up a stop block on my fence. Then I go ahead and butt it up against there. Then I just run it straight through, and I'll get that nice 22.5 inch every single time. So now that I have all my boards cut to their final dimension, everything is looking good with just a kind of rough dry test, and so far so good. So what I want to do now is go ahead, use my pocket hole jig and screw up all these boards. I'm going to use some wood glue and screws to get double the strength. So let's go ahead and start drilling out these pocket holes. So I have all my pocket holes drilled, and what I did now was I went ahead and marked all the spaces on my board. So basically I have 3 spots that are 5.5 inches apart, 2 spots that are 3.5 inches apart, and then 2 more spots that are 9.25 inches apart. So now I can go ahead, take my pocket hole screws and drill my shelves on and get this whole unit assembled. So I have the shelf all done, and now I'm hanging it up with the French cleat. So there you guys go, a place to store all your finishing stuff, whether it's paint, wood conditioner, paste wax, or spray paint. I mean, this thing pretty much holds it all, and there's also room on top if you wanted to add even more stuff, but I still have a lot more room to fill in, which is really nice to have because I know that I always collect like a bunch of random paint cans all the time, so it's gonna be really handy, and it gets them off the shelves under my workbench, which gives me a lot more room. So I'm trying to utilize the space on the walls a little bit more because I'm starting to run out of room. But I think this is gonna be a really nice project for organization, and hopefully you guys like this project. If you did, please show me by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video if you liked it, because that really helps me get my projects out to other people that haven't seen them yet. And if you're new, I post new woodworking videos almost every Tuesday, so please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.